Come on into the craft room. Come join me. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Oh, the sun is finally shining here. So I'm excited. Come on in. We are on spring break this week in our house. So it's a little crazy, but everybody's around, but or most everybody, not everybody. My daughter won't be home till the weekend, but come on in and join me in the craft room. I need a craft therapy break. So hopefully this won't be frustrating. Hopefully everything will go smoothly and I can get a little break and get back to crunching some numbers. So come on in. My name is Susan. If you're new here, welcome. This is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs. I am so glad you're here joining me in my craft room. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I just love to come on here and share product ideas with you, tips and tricks and project ideas and lots of different things. So today we are actually, oh, I forgot to put my ring on. Today we are actually going to be working with, I'm going to break the this kit. This is the ChalkMade Hop to It kit. And I am going to actually break this kit into, I believe we're going to do it in 3 parts throughout the week. I might just do 2, but more than likely we're going to do 3 parts. Just because it's a fairly involved kit. You could certainly sit down and do it yourself all in one sitting if you have the time to do it. But since I am kind of limited on time this week, and because there's several components, maybe it's new to you that you've never done before, I want to share the step-by-step with you. And that way you can kind of break it down yourself if you'd like to as well. So this is the kit that we're going to be going with. And like I said, I did include a link in the description of this video. And what I'm going to do real quick is I am going to sprinkle this out. So what that means is just to share. You can tag a friend, send it to them in Messenger, share it to a group, share it to a friend, whatever it is you'd like to do. Anything that you do in that way actually helps me with my business. So I certainly appreciate it. And I am just going to do that right now. I've just sprinkled it to my VIP group, which is just a private crafting group. And it's free. You just come on in and you can get access to sneak peeks, and I can do bundle sales in there. I can do whatever I want in that group. It's a little more personalized, so I'd love to have you in there. I'm just searching, guys. I don't know why it keeps putting this way down my list. Way down my list, but I am going to also sprinkle that. There is a link I'm going to put in comments for the VIP group, and I'd love to have you come in there. But let me get this sprinkled to this other group. And then I will pin those comments. Oh yeah, I don't know why Facebook keeps doing this. There it is. I mean, it puts it like way down the list, so I don't know why. All right, so that's taken care of. So now, and when you hop on, hit that heart button. Tell me where you're watching from, and let me know what's going on where you live. So I am in North Carolina, about 15 miles outside of Raleigh, and we are having, right now it says 78, and it is sunny. It did start off pretty gloomy this morning, and you know, we've got some white clouds here and there. But it's it felt like spring. I mean, it was so nice out there this morning. I actually went out and sat on the back step because I can't sit on my screen and porch yet because it's still covered in pollen and I don't have time to get to it. But let me know what it's doing where you live, because I know some of you are still getting winter. Spring is not coming as soon enough. It is hanging on for dear life. And I am so sorry to hear that for you, because I know once our minds shift to it's supposed to be spring, it's got to be really hard to be hit with snow. My sister-in-law and my brother and one of my nieces live in Utah, and she sent a picture this morning of quite a bit of snow. So, and it looked like it was still snowing, and I know they've already gotten a ton all winter long. So let me know where you're watching from, and let me know what it's doing where you are. All right, so I've got the comments in there. Now let me just pin it real quick. I have to do this while I'm live or it won't let me pin it. There we go. So now we're ready to get to it. So if you were able to get your hands on this ChalkMade kit, congratulations. If not, I do have a link in my, like I said, attached to them featuring with this video, and then also in the description. And if not, you can also always go on my website and look under, look in the comments. There's a link that you can go to my website, and then look under kits, and you will find this. So this is what it looks like when you get it. It's all packaged like this. Depending on how much you order, it may be in a box or it may be in an envelope. But this is what it looks like when you get it. They shrink wrap it all together, everything you need, and kits are the way to go if you want a complete finished project and not have to think about anything else that you would have to purchase or have to get or think up an idea or anything like that. This is the way to go. You get all the tools you need, plus you kind of add to your library, in my opinion. And this is the cool part. So you've got this. I already went ahead and cut that. And you know, I always keep these, guys. You never know what you can use these for. I've made signs out of these. You can do all kinds of projects with these. So don't throw it away. If you're like me, go stick it somewhere. You'll use it eventually. It's good for painting. It's good for all kinds of things. Like when you're painting a surface and you need something to put it on, like I was showing you last week with the painter's tape. And then like today, we're going to use one from a smaller kit. We're going to use it for part of our project. So what you get in a kit like this is called ChalkMade Hop to It Kit. This is only going to be available for a little while longer. You can order it now. I can't guarantee you will get it in time for Easter, but go ahead and get it. You can create it and set it aside and pull it right back out when it's Easter time next year. But you will get all these components, as you can see right here. You get beads, you get twine, you get a transfer, you get ribbons, you get a mini squeegee, you get these amazing beads that are in the shape of eggs, which I've never even seen before, which is fun. Some other twine, because you're going to need different cut pieces of twine. And they've actually even sectioned it out for you to make it super easy. 2 chalkable bunnies, and then 3 single paste packets. So everything you're going to need and then some. Now, as you'll notice, you get these written instructions like this, right? It tells you everything that it's going to have in it. It tells you the colors, all of that. You'll also notice down here there's a little QR code. So if you would rather than read through this and go step by step by step, we're not going to do that today. A lot of times when I'm showing a kit, I will. I'll pull it out and say, okay, I'm going to take you through it step by step, just like it says here. Haven't done it beforehand. I'm just going to work it through with you so you guys can see and I can pass along any tips. Not going to do that today. I'm actually breaking it down into 3 segments, okay? So, but if you would rather watch a video, click on that QR link. If you're not sure how to do that, all you have to do, now I'm talking about iPhone. I'm not sure about an Android, but with an iPhone, all you have to do is open your camera, you know, click on your camera icon on your phone, and then put your camera right over top of it, facing at it like you were going to take a picture of it. You don't have to take a picture. Once you put your camera facing it, you'll see a little bit of print come on there. Basically, it's telling you it's a website. You click on that, and guess what? It'll take you right here to YouTube, and you'll be able to see a video of how to create this. If you're a visual person like me, that is always helpful. So I like to come on here and show you because, again, if you're visual, you might want to see it done step by step. A lot of times I'll do that before I ever, so in all honesty, I think I've watched this created 3 different times, which has helped me because now I can see where maybe little hiccups might happen that would make it a little more difficult for you so that maybe I can coach you through it. And that's what prompted me to do these 3 separate videos as opposed to one just doing the whole kit. One doing the whole kit would probably be about 1.5 hours for me to sit down and actually walk through it with you. But this is going to be much more manageable for me and for you, hopefully. So just save this video. If you need to come back to it, save it. Even what I'm going to show today, all I'm going to focus on are these tassels. Do you see these right here? The tassels? You're going to make a couple tassels. Maybe you've never made a tassel before. So I'm going to show you how to do these tassels and hopefully make it a lot easier for you. You can 100% make these ahead of time so that when you get to the other parts where you're chalking and where you're assembling, that it's so much easier. It's completely up to you. But I just wanted to make sure that I let you know that's what we're working on today. So there's your instructions. Now, of course, here you're going to get your reusable silkscreen transfer. Look at that adorable pattern. You got this cute plaid and you got this cute floral. Now, guys, you can use these transfers on anything. You don't have to only use them for this project. Remember, our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times. So you wash it and put it back on your sheet. And if you can come up with some other project ideas, or if you need help with that, send me a message. I'll help you. You can create year after year or multiple projects in just this Easter season. And if you're a maker that sells things, these are the bomb, you guys. This makes your work so much easier. But so yeah, so we're going to use those eventually, not today, but we are going to use those. But that's your reusable transfer. Now you also get these 3 coordinated paste packets. So they put it in a nice little you know, plastic baggie that's sealed to protect it, so that if something happened, God forbid, during shipping, you know, somebody ran over it or something, that if I've never seen this happen, but I've seen a lot of things happen to packages that have come to me. But if God forbid, and it's not the company's fault, it's the shippers, I will go say that right there. If something, God forbid, happens and one of these ran over and burst, then it wouldn't ruin everything you had. So I love that they do that and think ahead. But you will get 3 coordinated paste packets that they have coordinated for this project. But guys, I've seen it in lots of different colors, and you know, when I go to do mine, I'm not even going to use these colors. So now I have 3 paste packets that I can tuck away. I'm not going to say I won't use one of them. I might use 1 or 2 of them. I don't know. But you know, my color scheme is a little different than this. Obviously, it's a very Eastery color scheme, and it's a kind of a glamorous Easter. This isn't like a, you could even turn this into, this reminds me of like shabby chic type colors, right? So you're going to get 3 coordinating paste packets. You may or may not use all of the packets. You can save whatever leftover paste that you have that you don't use. So that's what you get also. And then look at what else they've given you. They've even, and then they've wrapped this again. See, they've protected it. Look at this. They've given you this sweet little, this ribbon almost looks like an egg. That's a cream colored ribbon, already even dovetailed, you guys. And then there's a cute little floral print that's going to go right along with our bunny. Kind of matches it. And then they've given you a nice little, this color ribbon is really going to go along. I mean, they tried to think of all of it, right? They're matching it, they're coordinating, not necessarily matching, but coordinating with all of the colors, right, with your ribbons. So now you have ribbons too. Now, if you want to use these for this project, they are ready to go and perfect. You're going to have instructions here. It's already cut. Everything you need. I may or may not use those. I haven't thought that far through. I probably should have, because we're going to work on tassels today, and we're going to need these for our tassels. So we'll see. I don't know. I need to think that through. What else you get is 3... These are called, we call them paint trays. You can use them, or paste trays. You can use them for paint or chalk paste, and you can reuse them, wash them over and over again. So that is also in there. And then you get, of course, the main tool you need, a mini squeegee. I'm not going to use that because I already have my own, but that is an essential tool for doing these projects. So you get all my recycling over here. Oops. Okay, now what else? Now we have another bag full of goodies. So this is what you're going to use to make your garland. So first things first, let's see. All right, so they have a bag here of, I don't know how many is in there. I don't suppose it really matters. Let's see if it says on here. It probably does, because they tell. 24 beads. 24 small beads. 6 large beads. So there are 2 different size beads in here. There's a large and a small. So you get 6 and then 24. That is a lot, guys. And whether you use them all is up to you, but that's a lot of beads right there. And these are like a natural color. So you could keep them this way, but they're going to show you in here what you're going to want to do is paint them. That's going to be a whole nother class, because I'm going to show you guys a way that you might be able to do that. I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can do it. Okay, so I wish I had thought through about my ribbon, but I had a meeting that was running late. I had a meeting that ran late, so I didn't get a chance to prep as much. I was thinking I would be done early enough, and I didn't. Okay, so something just fell. All right, so now we have a bunch of twine. I don't know that you'll use all this twine, but if not, there you go. You've got some backup twine, but there's some twine, and it's already kind of preset with what you would need. So here's one big one, here's a smaller one. I have a feeling these are what we're going to use for our tassels today. I haven't even read through the instructions, guys. I literally just opened it when I came on here. This is probably for the whole garland. These are probably for the tassel. This is definitely for the tassel. So you've got 2 other pieces that are cut just for the tassel. And guys, if I don't see your comments, by the way, I don't always see them on Facebook. If I don't see your comments, I will go back and answer them after the fact. I'll look over here every once in a while at my iPad as well, just in case you're asking a question. I'll try to answer them live, and if not, I will go back after the fact and reply to you, just so you know. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then just send me a message, and I'll be glad to help you. All right, so now, of course, this, in my opinion, this funnest part of the whole project is we have two little bunny chalkable chips, okay? And actually, I'm going to call them chalkable shapes. What do they call them? Let's see. Two bunny slim cuts. So they are made of a very, small material. They're already pre-painted white. You can keep them white. You can paint them another color if you want, whether with your chalk paste or with some other kind of paint, so that the background of the bunny is a different color if you want to, or if you don't, that's what it's going to look like with your transfer, okay? We're not going to use these today. And then guess what? Two little adorable bunny tails, little bunny butts. And then the 5 wooden eggs. So these are really cute, guys. Look, that's going to go in there too. Those are so cute. I probably will keep mine white. You could paint those as well, but I'll probably keep mine white when I go to do mine. They do show in the example it being painted. So completely up to you how you do this part of how do you do that part of it. But I'm going to tuck that away. I'm going to tuck those back aside until we do our next phase of the project, okay? So let those go away right now. And I think this twine, because I'm 90% sure that twine goes with that. Okay, so let's get that stuff out of the way and we're going to get going. So I am going to actually skip all the way into number, I forgot my tape. Hang on, guys. Let me grab my tape. I forgot I needed that. Okay, so it will even tell you on here, it'll say additional supplies that you might need that are not included in this kit are a fuzzing cloth for when you, oh, mine's not even in here because I was using it in the other room the other day. A fuzzing cloth for when we go to do your, your chalking, and a paintbrush. You're definitely going to need that. A hot glue gun. A hot glue gun or some type of glue. If you don't use a hot glue gun, get some type of crafting glue that's going to grab for you. It might only be for the bunny butt. I'm not sure. And then tape. And I'm going to show you today why you need the tape. Okay. So I am actually skipping right to number 11. Basically, we're going to do No, not a number 11, sorry. No, number 13, number 13. We're not doing number 11. We're starting it actually at step 13, okay? And this is gonna help you to make your tassels. And what it tells you is, obviously you can read this for yourself, but I just want you to know, because you might not have this kit yet, but hopefully you'll be inspired after today to grab one. Wrap your 2 long twine pieces around a 4x4 cardboard. I mean, it tells you exactly. Maybe you've already made tassels in the past and you know, but if not, this is what I'm going to help you. So it says you need a 4x4 piece of cardboard. So what we are going to do is I'm actually going to have to cut it twice. So I just grabbed one of these that came in a kit that I've had from something else. I don't remember, or maybe it was even some of my cutouts. And I keep this. So I have already marked 4 inches up on both sides for this. So I am just going to cut that. And guys, it doesn't have to be exact. And if you don't like your tassels this long, make them shorter. They're just saying this is a good balance based on the project itself and the size of the project, that this would be a nice size tassel to make. So, if you have experience in this, and you don't even need to wash today, but who knows, you might learn a new tip that you hadn't heard about. But if not, and you want to kind of wing it yourself, go for it. All right, so that is 4 inches there. Okay, I went ahead and actually I lied. I made mine 3.5. So I lied. I don't know why. I just look at them and I feel like, oh, they might be a tiny bit too long. So I decided to make mine 3.5. So I actually lied to you. So I'm also gonna, now that I've done that, that is 3.5, right? Yes, that's 3.5. So now what I need to do is I need to cut. See if I can cut. I'm gonna do 3.5 for this too. I am. I'm just gonna do 3.5 for this too, guys. So I don't know exactly why, but for some reason to me, I feel like they need to be 3.5. So that's what we're gonna go with. So I just marked where I wanted to cut. If you were gonna do 4, then do 4. So measure your cardboard. You need something that is hard enough to wrap around. So I would suggest cardboard. You all know you have some Amazon boxes or something sitting around you can cut from. And you know, I'll save this because I have no idea what I'll use it for, but you never know what might come in handy. So, all right. So now I have my, and I'm actually going to write on here so that I don't forget. I did 3.5 by 3.5 in case I want to use this again for a tassel. Okay, so we are going to undo our little tassel, our little thing here. So, I'm reading through it to see. Okay, and I'm hoping, because I'm going to have to think a little bit, and I'll be honest with you guys, my brain is fried. I've been working since Saturday, pretty much nonstop on tax stuff, and about 5 hours of sleep a night. So let's see. So there are there's actually 2 in here apparently. Okay, but they're long. So I'm just gonna grab one right now, and you are just gonna take it, and you don't need tape yet, just your finger or your thumb, and hold your twine just kind of close to the edge. Okay, I'll make sure I get over here. I might have to turn this a little bit, make it so you can see. Hold your twine there, and then just start wrapping it. Just start wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. And they want you to use this whole thing. Ooh, oh, I hate when that happens. Let's not have a knot. I'll be sitting here for 20 minutes just trying to untangle. I probably should have pulled them apart first. Maybe we'll do that. See, I'm helping. I'm going to make mistakes so that you guys can learn. I'll teach you what to do, what not to do. How's that? And I would imagine that there's also videos out there on how to make tassels. If you guys need more instruction besides what I'm giving you today. Oh gosh, I really don't want to be tangled. Ooh, and I don't want to lose my little pieces that are already pre-cut. Where was the other end? There it is. I would suggest taking them apart. Don't do what I just started to do. Go ahead and take them apart. I'm going to take you a minute. Because you do want to do them in 2 steps. You want to do each one on its own. Okay. Let's see here. It's long. It's very long. Let's see, it says, I don't think it says how long it is. But you could duplicate this if you wanted to do it more than once. If you wanted to create another tassel, you could use this as a guide. All right, we're getting closer now. But anyway, keep wrapping it. Keep wrapping it. Keep wrapping. I wanted to, where did my end go? Now I lost it. There it is. I kind of want to pay attention to where where I have it, just because hopefully I'll end up about where I need to be. So just wrap it around your piece. Doesn't matter which direction you're doing it. See, now we have that nice long. Woo. If you guys need me to measure this, just let me know. Hi, Holly. Thanks for watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Glad to have you here in the craft room. Let me know if you need me to measure that for you guys, but it's already pre-measured, but if you need to know that for future. Okay, so wrap, doesn't matter which way, because remember, this is a square. We did it the same way, both sides. All right, so now I've wrapped all the way around like that, okay? And I have my ends here, and my other end is here. Not that it matters, you just need to know, like, decide which end you're gonna worry about when you go to, I would probably say worry about the end that you ended with. Does that make sense? Not the one you started with, as to which direction you're gonna use to cut your and it doesn't say, but obviously you need some scissors for this. So, feed the excess twine on both ends. Okay, that's already going ahead. Okay. Okay, I'm wrong. We do need the other twine. Because I'm like, why is it telling me? Oh, you know what, guys? Wait a minute. Okay, so the instructions here are based on, okay. The instructions here are based on you going step by step by step through here, okay? So what it is saying in this instruction is to take the end of your garland, which at this point, by the time you got here, you would have already painted your beads, strung your beads, and tied them onto your little bunnies. And so you're gonna have a little extra left from your twine that you're making your actual garland with the beads and the bunnies. You're gonna have some of that left, and it's gonna tell you to feed it through here. We are gonna skip that step. We will do that later. So I am gonna ignore that part. And you can still do what I'm doing and go back and do what it needs you to do to assemble it, okay? Okay, so you've wrapped it completely like this, and this is what you would do if you were just making a fringe anyway and then trying to attach it to something later. But you've wrapped, and now what we have to do is we need to go to one end, and I'm gonna choose the end right here that I ended with, okay? The side that I've ended with, and I'm gonna go right here, and now I am actually gonna pull it off, I think. I think it's gonna be easier. I am gonna keep a hold of it so that it doesn't come unwrapped, right, or undone. But I am going to, and you can try to keep it on the cardboard if you want, but you are basically wanting to cut. I think it's just harder to cut on the cardboard because I did it pretty tight. So that's why I'm thinking if I take it off the cardboard, it's a lot easier. So now you can see I have a little hole here. To me, it's a lot easier to take it off the cardboard, keep it intact of exactly how you wrapped it, and then take your scissors. You're gonna need some strong scissors. Take your scissors and cut along the bottom. Okay? So basically now we have created that. Okay? Just like that. Oh, that little guy needs to come off. Okay? So we have this. Now, this is where it's saying you can add your ribbon. So if you're going to use this ribbon, I'm keeping this in my hand like so for right now because I want to keep a hold of it. I'm probably not even going to use my tape today. I'll need my tape when I'm assembling it. If you're going to use this ribbon, you would then take it apart. And as you can see, these are pre-cut. See, if you're not going to use the ribbon that they included, then you need to use these as your guide to cut your other ribbon, okay? So now I am actually going to very carefully just lay this down, and I am going to look at some of my other ribbon and see if I have anything else that I want to use with it that would go better with my colors in my home. Okay? So for example, I have this adorable, look at this, right? That's so cute. I kind of like these colors a little bit better. So I am going to actually take one of these, and these don't have to be dovetailed because these are going on your tassels. This one is going to be dovetailed because you're going to use it, well, I guess I just decided to make it dovetailed. I don't know. But it doesn't have to be dovetailed. It's up to you. But I am going to use this as a guide to cut my ribbon that I'm going to choose. So if you're going to change your color scheme, some people have done it in black and white. If you're going to do it in black and gray, if you're going to do it in black and pink, if you want to do it in whatever, pick your ribbon and use this as a guide, because this is about the right length. It's probably going to be a little bit longer just because if you're going with the 4 inches like they recommend. Okay, so I need 2 because I'm replacing these 2, which these are super sweet. And like I said, it reminds me of Shabby Chic. So those are super sweet. I would definitely keep those if I was going to use those colors, but I'm not. And it looks like they're all, let's see, might be a little bit different length. So I'm going to open up just one of each one. Okay, now let's see what else I have. Grab this one, and this is completely where you can become the designer. If you want to be, if you're an intermediate and you want to do different than what it shows, so you might look at it and say, yeah, that's really cute, but I'm not into those colors. Well, that's fine. You can change it. Look how easy it is to change, guys. It's super easy to change. Just change it to what colors work for your, that's what's nice about DIY, is that you get to be the designer. So whatever colors I'm picking right now is what's going to make my choices for, look, see? And I mean, I got all these last year. I don't know, guys. I might even need some pom-pom. Let's see if I have a colored pom-pom that would go with this. I have purple, I have orange, I have yellow. Oh, shall we? Why not do a pom-pom? Oh my gosh. So see, I'm just going to turn this completely different. This is my style. I'm creating my style. You can do it this way or you can do it the other. You could just do it all in one of the colors that came in the paste packets as well. Just go find you some coordinating ribbon. Every bit of this ribbon that I'm using right now, you guys, guess what? Came from the Dollar Tree. Every bit of it. Some was last year, some was this year. Pom-poms were this year. Oops, wrong. See, I have specific scissors for certain jobs. Do you guys do that too? So now I can save these ribbons for another project. Don't throw them away. Whatever you do, don't throw them away. This is what I enjoy, guys. It's the same thing. I used to do the same thing with scrapbooking. You get an idea, you start with it, you maybe see somebody else's idea, or you look in a catalog or a magazine, or you go to a class, you say, yeah, I kind of like that, but I want to change it just a little bit because that's not exactly me or my style. Then this is what you do, just like the same way. And that's what I like to do. So we have our 2 sets. And that is going to give us a completely different look. And this will determine my colors I use when I go to do my transfers and my beads. Okay? All right, so let's see what's next. So we're going to take our little thing here again, and we're going to get our ribbons. So, create a fringe. So now we have our fringe. Add your ribbon. So we're going to add our ribbon in. You can do it in whatever order you want, but you're going to add your ribbon in just like this, like across it. Like I said, I'll probably have to trim these up a little bit because I didn't do 4, I did 3.5 for whatever reason. Probably just to go against the grain. I am one of those people that just likes to think of, just, you know, do her own thing. So I might, you know what, I'm going to put the plaid on the bottom and the bunny on the top, because that's what you're going to see the most of. So now we're basically accessorizing, right? Okay, so now I have those there. Add your ribbon, tie a knot to secure your tassels to the garland. What you would do at this point would be up to you. So if you feel like you need to tie these together before we do the next step, you can. There was a little tiny piece of twine that came off when I was doing my tassel. So if you need to, you can do this step. Tie it together with a little piece of twine. That way we can go back and add it. I hope I'm not confusing you. If you guys need more clear explanation, let me know. But basically, I just took a little teeny tiny piece of twine. This was left over from when I cut this batch or bundle. And I'm going to take a little tiny piece of twine. I'm actually going to make sure I do the knot on the bottom side so you can't see it. And I'm just kind of tying my ribbon and my twine together. Hopefully in the middle. I'm eyeballing it. It doesn't matter. If it matters, measure it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the middle is a little further over here. Okay. Right, because we made it 3.5 and 3.5, so that's how long it actually is, right? It's actually 7. Should be 7, right? Okay, so I just tied a little piece of twine right there, the knot's underneath, to hold it all together so that I can manipulate it a little bit better. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this together and kind of fold it over like that. Still kind of knowing where the middle is, but I'm folding it over. And then you can decide how far down you want. I don't think it tells you exactly, but take the little pieces. You're going to have 2 of these in your kit already cut. Take these little pieces around your ribbon and your twine, and let's tie a knot, because you kind of want to give it a little, you know, you want to give it the shape of a tassel, and that's how you do that. Now, where you tie it is up to you. If you can tie it and then kind of blend it in, if you turn it to the side. So what I did was, instead of tying it right on top of the ribbon, like where I'm going to make the knot, I kind of turned onto the side of my tassel so it blends in a little bit more with my, where's my other piece? It blends in so much I can't even find it. So it blends in a little bit more with the twine I'm already using. And I am just going to tie a double knot again. Okay? That way I can kind of make it disappear into the side once I'm done. You can just push it in to work it into your twine. But you want to have a little tiny loop area right there, because that's what's going to feed through the end of your whole garland once you have your beads and your bunnies on there. See it? Right there? It's going to be right there. That's where we're going to feed it through. And then you just take your twine. So can you see my knot? It's there. You can see it pretty well, but I can kind of disguise it. And then I can mess around with it, right? And if I need to at this point, that's when I will take See, I have way too much ribbon. That's when I'll take my scissors, and I think I'm actually going to angle them. And I'll cut my ribbon to be closer to the twine size. And the pom-poms, I think I'm gonna let them go. So now I have my own look. And you can move them around so that you can see all of your different ribbons. And you would do the exact same thing if you're using the ribbons that came with the kit, okay? That is how you create, I don't know, that might be a little bit too much. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave them on to the end. And if you also need to give your jute a little bit of a haircut, or your twine, if you feel like, oh, it's a little bit too uneven, just give it a haircut. Now I'm gonna have to clean all those. Do you see them flying, y'all? So there you go. Now we have our cute little tassel. You will repeat that same step. You'll do the exact same thing for your other one. Yeah, I don't know, that might be a little bit too much pom-poms. We have to cut those there too. So there we go. That's what mine's gonna look like. Yours is gonna look different if you're gonna use the ones that come right from the kit. And you can play around with these now because you have tied it, and it should all stay nice and secure when you're playing with it. So that's mine. So that is step one of the kit. Repeat that same process. Take this. Take your twine, your big twine. Remember, it came in a package in 2. I've got a mess, y'all. Okay? Take it from the end. I'll do this part one more time at least. Super easy. Find your place to place it, put it, hold on to it, to keep it still, and wrap. Super easy to do that, right? Just wrap the whole piece. And you can do this with anything. This is twine that comes with it. There's, you know, macrame cord. You could use a, I have a really cool rainbow kind of cord. Yarn. This is the same process with any type of material that you want to use to make a tassel out of. Okay? And then obviously it's going to end up down here. Oh, they both ended up on the same side on that one. And then just take your scissors again. Okay? And if you, like I said, if you want to cut it while it's on the cardboard, cut it on the cardboard. You have to kind of pick some of it though, because it's hard. You can't cut the whole thing. You have to kind of go in stages. I find it a little bit easier to take it off the cardboard. But if you're afraid to do that, and if you mess up, guys, if you mess this up, if you try it and you mess it up, twine is super expensive. They even sell that at the Dollar Tree, guys. It is so inexpensive. You can go try it again. See, I feel like this is just so much harder when it's on the cardboard to get up under it. Oh. There we go. And now we have the start of our next tassel. Okay? Guys, if you have any questions about anything that I've shown you today, any of the techniques, any of the products that I used, anything like that at all, please feel free to ask in comments or send me a message. Otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get back to work, crunching some numbers. Oh, I really want to be outside. It's gorgeous weather, but I can't do it. I put it off too long. I should have made it happen when the weather was bad, but there's always something grabbing my time. So I do not have this time a little tiny piece left over like I did the first time to, I have a really cool rainbow kind of cord. You could use a, I have a really cool rainbow kind of cord. You could use a macrame cord. You could use a, you know, 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 macrame cord. You co to tighten a knot. So I will go to my stash, which I always keep little extras. Like I just had a piece this morning. Just get a little extra piece of twine. It matches it. This matches it. I've got some here. I would just cut a little piece of twine so that when I go to layer the same way again, I'm going to do it a little better this time since I know it's closer. There we go. To layer my ribbons. Do make sure you have the top side up though. If you've got a print on your ribbon or words or something, make sure you have it the right way. If you want to find the middle again, just use your mat. That's the middle right there. I'm just going to tie them together on the back side. Duplicating the same thing I just did on the first. Okay? And you guys, when I instruct, it always takes a little bit longer. That's why I said if I was to do this whole kit, I know we'd be on here for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I don't want to do that to you. What could cut that longer? Oh goodness, I did not cut that long enough. Needs to be a little longer than that. Which is fine because it's going to blend in. All right, guys. I hope you got it. Save this video for come back to later if you would like to be able to remember how to do a tassel. This is a good one to keep bookmarked. Okay? All right. I hope you guys like that. I'm going to finish this one off. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. I hope the sun is shining where you live, and I hope you'll come back and join me for the other 2 parts of this. Hopefully this week. I'm planning on getting it done this week before Friday. So probably another part tomorrow night, and then the last part will be on Thursday. So you guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to sprinkle this video and like and follow my page. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Until I see you next, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. Bye, guys.